probably not going to guess, because you're probably not the brightest bulb in the shop. But
got our safari hats on.
we are in the Aquila Game Reserve.
We are. So we're just getting here about 11:30, I think it was. Sat down and had some lunch, welcome drinks.
Yeah.
Had a look around the gift shop. You've been spending your money.
Got a nice hat, yeah, to match Mr. Attenborough's hat on my shirt, if you can see that.
Yes. This shirt is got dinosaurs all over it.
So it's Jurassic Park, if you hadn't already guessed. It's got obviously the Megasaurus or something. The one that is an awesome size but no threat to mankind because it's a herbivore. But it's also got the legendary Mr. Attenborough on it.
Yep.
Again, best known for his amazing commentary on Jurassic Park River Ride.
And all the conservation work he's done over the decades.
Love a blue planet. Love a blue planet.
Yeah.
He is a legend, Mr. Attenborough. He really is.
He is. If you're wondering, this is a Roosevelt's shirt, bought online. I don't know how much it was, but it
a lot
looks
of money,
good.
to be honest.
It looks good, and it really goes with the outfit and the atmosphere that we're going to be in.
It does, yeah.
It has been raining pretty much all morning.
Torrentially.
The drive down. So we've come from Cape Town. We had transfers included. Well, I say included. We paid extra for them. But we bought them through the Aquila Game Reserves themselves. Can't remember which the word was.
The transfer was brilliant. Yeah, the transfer sent. So we're not driving. We're not hiring a car on this holiday.
No.
We do in Florida, not here. We just don't know the area. I've not been before, and so anyways, the transfer was booked through the Aquila Game Reserve. And it was well worth it. It was really, really well organised. They sent a time to our hotel for our pickup, and to be fair, they were there ahead of schedule.
Yep.
The driver was really friendly.
Mm-hmm.
The hotel staff can't do enough for you. So, to be fair, the hotel porters were nigh on fighting with the driver to actually put our bags on the bus. But it was brilliant. Really. Mm-hmm. Can't say enough good things about it.
Took about 2 hours to get here from we're staying in Sea Point in Cape Town. So yeah, it was a nice drive. Driver stopped halfway, so there's a little shop there where there's some snacks and drinks and things like that. A little coffee shop there as well. But no, nice drive over.
On the drive, there was on a few occasions actually was these really cute baboons just running so innocently and wholesomely up the road.
Yeah, just walking.
Just minding their own little business.
Even when we turned into here, there was 3 baboons just walking up the road.
We passed some goats as well.
Yes, goats, cows. We've passed lots of wildlife on the way, in fairness, but we are hoping to see the big 5.
We are.
So we're staying here for 2 nights. It's got a classic room, I think it is. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see the big 5.
We have this evening a communal game drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, you're going to hate me, you're going to think I'm just more money than sense, and I'm really not. But we're looking at upgrading one of our drives tomorrow to a private game drive, so that we can take you lovely people along and give you unobstructed views of, as I say, hopefully all the big 5.
Yes, fingers crossed.
I must say, if you've seen the UK Apprentice back in I think 2017 or 18, you will know the big 5 are by no way guaranteed. This is a huge nature reserve. You can't just rustle them about the bush. They're not in cages. You know, they do what they want. They live their lives. If we see them, great. But as I say, we are no way guaranteed.
Okay, so we are in now, all checked into our room at the Aquila Game Reserve. As you first come through the front door, you've got a coffee making facility, some glasses there, little table and chairs, hairdryer, fridge, a couple of bottles of complimentary water and some milks in there, which is good. Very nice. Little dining area, chairs. Something wild over there in the corner. Storage. You know, like a good wardrobe. So you've got a safe to put all of our personal items in. I'm not going to be able to close that. There we go. Plenty of hangers. Got a nice sort of blanket there at the top as well when it's a bit cold. Area to store our luggage just behind Nick. Good sized bed. The lamp. Bedside cabinet next to it. And then to the bathroom, which is all nice and modern. There's a waterfall tap there. Very nice. And you've got some hand wash and hand and body lotion. Wonder whether they are made locally. Look lovely. Soaps in the corner. Again, plenty towels. It's the shower. Ooh, it's a waterfall shower. Very nice. And again, you've got conditioner and hair and body wash. Lovely. Thoughts?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, can't complain at all.
It's a nice room. This is the standard room. If you wanted to upgrade with a balcony overlooking the game reserve, it is extra. And also it is extra if you wanted a little hut. Apparently little huts have like an outdoor shower, I think it is, or is it a bathtub? I'm not sure. I think it's a shower. So yeah, but yeah, this is our view. I mean, it's not a bad view. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see any animals out the back of here. Maybe baboons, if anything. But yeah, it's basically a view of part of the car park and some mountains. Yeah, very nice. Lovely and clean as well. I must say, it's very nice and clean. There's aircon up there as well. Might be needed because apparently it's been 50 degrees over here last couple of days. Not that hot today though, luckily. on safari.
We'll have.
And
Very wet
somebody
safari.
has brought the weather with them.
Yeah, I think both will have. The weather is reminiscent of Northumberland in England. So maybe we're not in a national park in South Africa. Maybe we're in the Lake District National Park or something.
Come to South Africa, it'll be sunny. We've had torrential downpours.
Absolutely tipping it down and blowing a gale.
It was quite cold as well, to be fair.
It turned into a laugh by the end, didn't it? Really?
Yeah, it was a good giggle, but it pretty much ruined the whole journey. However, we're in a little bus which had a little bit of a canopy, but that canopy kind of stored the water and then dropped it on you.
Yeah, that's what it done.
So yeah, we were both absolutely drenched. So what was seen? So when we first came out, we saw eland.
Yeah, elands, giraffes.
So elands, they've got this like, you'll see in the video, but they've got this like big sort of loose skin.
Yeah, like an Adam's apple.
Yeah, in front of the
neck.
sort of down the neck. And apparently they store water in there.
Yeah,
Interesting fact.
Yeah. And the larger Adam's apples are the males, and the smaller ones are the females.
Yes. And next we saw a giraffe in the distance.
Yeah.
We've got 3 giraffes on the game reserve.
One of them's preggers.
One of them's expecting. We've seen ostriches, which came very close.
So they were very friendly then.
Yes, their long eyelashes.
I must admit I have had a more intimate encounter with an ostrich in Florida, where I chased us to my front door. And they are quick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then where did we go? Oh, we see some rhinos. We've seen the rhinos.
Saw hippos as well in the water.
Hippos in the water. Hippos can hold their breath for
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
And then have to come up.
They have to come up just like whales do.
And
Take a breath.
interestingly, hippos can't swim. They
No.
live in the water. They love the water because they are dependent on having a low temperature. Their skin can't take the heat. However, they cannot swim for love nor money. They walk along the bottom of the water.
Yes. So yeah, need some shallow water then. And then we went into it's sort of caged off where the lion enclosure is.
So the lions are behind an electric fence, and the reason for that is one, the game reserve do horseback safaris, and obviously no one wants to be ravaged on a horse.
Free food.
And similarly, the game reserve is a conservation reserve, and the purpose of the lions being behind an electric fence is ultimately to stop them from, in essence, tearing shreds off all the other animals.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they'd be very tempted to do.
Definitely. But yeah.
So we did drive in there, in the bus, drove in there, parked in there for a short period. There were 3 female lions.
Yeah. And they got very close to the
Very
vehicle.
To a point where it looked as though they were stalking the bus for a short period, and we were sat in the back. And one of these female lionesses was not looking like she was in a particularly forgiving mood, to be fair. She got a little bit hostile. But wow, what an experience.
It was fantastic. They had strategically, I would suspect, placed this. It looked like a car exhaust.
Yeah. And I think there was food inside it.
Possibly food inside it. So that's probably enticed the lions down for our game drive. But you know what? Hey, it was the highlight of the trip. It really
massively,
was.
Yeah.
It was great.
Massively. I'm sure in this video you'll see some photos in and around this dialogue. So look now, and you'll see some of the photos we managed to take, because as I say, it was a real highlight. Oh, I was getting a bit nervous there for a second.
I know, it's fun over. After Lions, we went to a sort of little camp area.
Yeah,
where
that's right. Yeah,
they served us a glass of wine each. So they had a choice of rosé and
red and white.
Yeah. So and there was a little sort of few bits of food there. It was more like raisins and that sort of thing.
I would say the white was borderline prosecco though, because it was
Yes,
sparkling white. It wasn't
nice.
just like a still white wine. It was. I would say it's borderline prosecco. Again, I took a photo of the bottle, which you may or may not see around now.
A little picture of the
And
bottle.
it is South African produced, as per the label. So I mean, I think that's a positive as well. You come to South Africa, you know, there's no point in coming all the way down here to then drink Italian wine or whatever. You're coming down here and immersing yourself in it.
Yeah, no, but it was a nice touch. It was a glass of wine in the rain, but if it was sunny, it would have
been beautiful
lovely.
in the sun, wouldn't it?
Tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, and now we're back here. We're going to probably have showers, get ready for this evening, warm up. Yeah, we are absolutely. Right, so what we've got planned this morning?
Good morning, everybody. We have a private game drive booked for the morning.
Yes, very
7
very
o'clock.
excited. Very excited. It's still a little bit grim out there, but
It's dry.
it's dry. So fingers crossed it's going to be a perfect temperature to see lots of animals this morning.
I know. I think there are certain animals that in reality probably don't like the rain, and I'm thinking elephants. And I'm thinking with it being a little bit dry this morning, they'll have been inside last night. I think they're probably inclined to be out and about enjoying the dry weather and looking for some food. So hopefully we'll get to see pretty much everything there is to see this morning.
Yeah.
And of course it's private. There's going to be no one blocking my view.
Nope.
It's going to be just us and the driver, whoever the guide may be. And any questions we'll have at any point, you know, he's going to be able to hear what there's just going to be us and him there. And I think that in itself will be worth its weight in gold, because this may be a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
It
is a chargeable extra to do a private tour. I think, what was it, about
2,990 rand, which we worked out to be around about £125 in English, give or take.
Yeah, and that's for the whole party. So if you hire a party of 6 or 8,
If you're splitting that 6 or 8 ways, then
it works out
very cheap.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously we're splitting it between us, so we're looking at around about £60, £65 each. But as I say, this may be a once in a lifetime thing, and I think for me it would be worth its weight in gold. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy last night's drive. Okay, the weather didn't help.
Yeah.
But I think I did enjoy it. But I think it'll be next level having that intimacy with just yourself and the driver, who's ultimately your one-to-one tour guide.
So yeah, we're excited.
We are. I really am. I think for me, the minute we got here, really, I sort of figured in my head that I wanted to do this, upgrade this private experience. So I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, we'll see what it's like. We'll take you along and show you, hopefully, lots of animals. Maybe we might see the elephant this morning as well.
Yes.
Didn't see that yesterday. We
Yeah.
see the elephants yesterday, so hoping to see them today.
I know. And we had a fantastic experience last night in the lion enclosure, and I can't wait to see them this morning. They're so beautiful animals, but very menacing. They let you know whose house you're in, and I'm really excited to see them again this morning.
All right, well, let's go.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Looks like quite a happy wag.
Happy wag.
I mean, the buffalo do sort of keep themselves to themselves, don't they? They're not like mingling. It's a good time to come out because it's like morning feed time for them.
Yeah. The tails are going round and round in circles,
Yeah.
aren't they? Oh.
brilliant.
So that's why I just tell the type.
Oh wow.
This is a pretty much unrivaled view of the zebra, the buffalo. I saw
Some hippos over there.
Lions?
Hippos. Oh.
What we've seen are these animals, they come together sometimes.
Yeah.
They get used to each other because of the suckling. And then also again with this weak digestive system that zebras have,
Yeah.
so other animals love to have them around because with a parasite that is there, and the parasite is coming out with the poop, and they start getting sometimes on the poop.
Yeah.
So the poop is helping digesting the food
Okay.
how fast it is.
So presumably the buffalo and the zebra get on. They're quite harmonious. There's no sort of conflict between them.
Sometimes there's a big conflict, and when we're getting in here in the morning, we'll see the zebra doesn't die instantly if it's been stabbed in the gut.
Right.
So the gut will hang out with its pumping it with a big horn with that horns into his belly. The gut hanging out. So sometimes in the morning you're getting in here, you see the zebra still standing, the whole gut hanging out.
Oh no.
So then we need to come in here and pull it down and feed it to the lion.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So
I was wondering how the lions get fed with being sort of cut off from everything.
yes. Yeah, it's better to do that with these lions because of the horseback and the quad-bike safari. Yeah,
exactly.
You can imagine how many people would have died. And the other thing is, if lions are killing humans, specifically private parks, the park can close down. There's going to be an investigation.
Yeah.
But also, again, 1 hour after the human or the lion killed the human,
Yeah.
the lion's life will be sorted.
Yeah.
Will be put down because whenever he's tasting human blood and flesh, he will go everywhere. Easy prey for him, so it goes for human blood or for any other antelopes. So the difference, do you guys maybe perhaps know the difference between male and female when it comes to zebras?
I don't know.
Nope.
The males are the ones who's wearing the G-strings.
Okay.
If you look at the inner legs, it's going to be a much more thinner black stripe going through there, where the females have the thicker black stripe. Or you go for the neck, the male short muscular neck, and the female's got a little bit of longer neck out there. Otherwise, you just go for the obvious one, is hanging between the legs out there.
Yeah.
So white stripe, the black stripe absorbing the heat and the white reflecting heat away from the body. Two stripes work together, it's controlling the body temperature and also confusing the insects approaching them.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how close, how far, or on which stripe they need to go and sit. They also use that stripes for camouflage and also to confuse any predator that's approaching them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they succeed with the confusion. You see the thing, lions can see in color, but with the back of the eye, the reflection it comes out black and white. So that's why you will see when lions are hunting, they only go for one zebra moving away from the herd. If they're going for the herd starts running, they're getting confused, they doesn't know which one to take down because of the black and white stripes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So also, if they go for the herd, that parasite that they have in the digestive system is digesting their food and leaving gas behind. So when they've been hunted, they will run straight into the whip, and that's what predators want. It says they break down. See this bull looking towards us with his beautiful horns?
Yeah.
Still a young one, and you can see that old one coming, approaching.
Yeah, I see him.
So if they approaching us, do not. I know it feel. I cannot say don't feel scared.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stand dead still. We do not make any sudden movements, and we will move very, very slowly through or away from it.
Oh wow.
You see the position
okay.
that they are in?
Yeah.
It's like a hunting mode. The one here on my left now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna jump out there now. Once he very close to us.
There's one.
They're all three.
Yeah. Oh wow. They're straight down the side.
That's what's absorbing the heat.
Ah, okay.
Darker brown. The light brown is for camouflage, and the white belly reflecting heat away from the body. So top speed for them, it's around 85 kilometers per hour. And the only really predator for springbok will be a cheetah. Cheetahs can accelerate from 0 to 6 seconds up to 110 kilometers per hour.
Wow.
So the one standing here in the middle, the one facing us now,
Yeah.
that will be the male and the others are female.
Okay.
And then look at the horns. You see that the horn, it looks like it's bended in a heart form shape.
Yeah.
So it's much more thicker also, where the female horn just growing upwards, thin horn and then bended forward.
Okay.
Because it's breeding time. So he's gonna fight with all of the males that are out here and see if he can win. But the much more pinker the beak and the legs is, much more aggressive it is when it comes to fighting. guy moving away from us on the far end.
Yeah.
That's a 40-year-old male.
Whoa.
Coming back from him, then we've got a 14-year-old male.
Yeah.
The one with a broken tail or piece of tail that is gone. It's
Yeah.
in for a 6-year female. And we've got this 15-year-old male out here.
Whoa.
African elephants. Not just because they are in Africa is where the name is coming from.
Yeah.
You look to the outline of the ear and you see the continent of Africa.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So that's where they're getting the name from. So an elephant's heartbeat is around 30 beats per minute, but the heart is pumping 20 liters of blood per minute through the ears.
Wow.
As you can see now, the ears are close to the head, and that's how they're keeping them warm. Very cold or very warm days, they start flapping their ears, and they can cool their body down by 4 degrees with the flapping of the ears. Or they will take a mud bath, spray them full of water and sand, so they're forming a second skin layer.
Yeah.
By doing that, they're suffocating the parasites on their skin, and they also protect the skin against the sun. Otherwise, me and you have 3 legs, the elephants have 5 legs. The 5th leg of an elephant is over a half a meter long.
Yeah.
It's a bit weighing between 28 and 30 kilograms,
Yeah.
and it's also about 110 millimeters in the diameter size. So when males are walking, they release that penis. The penis is hanging underneath the body
Yeah.
and just swinging up and down. Then they start cooling off, release the heat.
Oh, wow.
And by doing that, they take it back into the body starts cooling off from the belly upwards. So female and the male in front.
Is one of the 3 pregnant?
The middle one.
Ah, right. Okay. So,
So these guys, they stand sleeping during the day, but during night time they do sometimes cross the legs underneath the body and they go down sleep for 2 hours. That's only time when they sleep during the night. But during day, again in period times, between 1 and 1.5 hours they sleep.
Alright, okay.
Stand sleeping.
We're back.
Oh, what a morning it's been.
As fantastic.
As you will have no doubt been watching over the past few minutes, we've done our private safari experience. Worth every penny and more.
It was really phenomenal from start to finish. Obviously, it was just me and Nick in the van,
was a
4x4
van, wasn't it, really?
thing.
Yeah.
Much more comfortable seats actually, just from the start.
Yeah, that's right. It was individual seats rather than benches,
It
wasn't
was
it?
nice, yeah. The driver gave us cause it's a little bit cold in the morning, so the driver gave us a blanket for our laps, but also a blanket on the seat as well, which was nice.
Well, lovely and warm as well, weren't they?
Warm.
Literally just got them out the dryer. And it's little touches like that go a long way. The driver was called Mario.
Yep.
And he was fantastic. You could tell, and this may sound ageist, and I don't mean it to be, but you could tell he was an old hand. He'd been doing this for a lot of years. He knew the animals inside out. He knew their traits, their tendencies, and he was able to answer questions. And you could tell he wasn't blagging it when he was answering questions. He knew his stuff. It was brilliant. What was your favourite animal you saw this morning?
I think because we didn't see the elephant yesterday, we seen an elephant. Well, we actually seen 4, I think.
Yeah,
4 elephants today. I think seeing the elephants, just the sheer size of them and the grandeur of the elephants. It was really good to see them. But we really got close to a lot of animals.
Did.
We got close to the buffalo. But maybe it's a bit too close.
Yeah, well,
and the zebra.
you may have picked up on the video the driver, the guide. Would you say the Mario? Again, he's clearly been doing this a lot of years. He knows his stuff. He took us on a road that is off limits technically, to get us a little bit closer to the buffalo. But again, that boils down to experience. He knew the time of day. He knew the buffalo had either been fed or they were feeding. They weren't in a volatile state, so he felt comfortable to take us there. Still manoeuvred the van into a getaway position.
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on that, but again, it's that just as an old hand's probably the right turn of phrase. He knew his stuff,
Yeah,
and that
the buffalo has a tendency to charge at people
unpredictably as well.
Yeah, unpredictably. So yeah, I think that's the most, other than lions, of course, it's probably the animal that the rangers
Trying to
fear
keep
the
you away
most.
from, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen hippos out of water
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
They went out for a little graze as well, so that was interesting to see. Because of the hippo's skin, they don't tend to be out of water that much. I think you said they were
Sensitive
they're
skin.
in water
Bit like you.
16 hours a day, I
Yeah.
think it is, because they've got to keep their skin quite cold. But it wasn't cold outside, but it wasn't warm either. So
It was nice.
It was
It was nice weather.
temperature.
It wasn't blisteringly hot. Although, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm beetroot red, I have seen the sun today.
Yes.
But at 7 o'clock in the morning, it wasn't blisteringly hot. But I think for me, just the fact of it being dry meant so much.
Yeah, because the game drives are, well, if you're staying overnight, they are 7 o'clock in the morning
And then
and 3:30 of an evening, and
Yeah.
they're about 2.5 hours maximum. So yeah, I would recommend bringing a jacket, a hoodie, something a little bit warm,
a waterproof,
maybe waterproof
based on last night.
based on last night. But yeah, it's definitely something warm because it does get a bit cooler of an evening here.
You've got to think as well that the bus is in motion. It's not a bus like what you would drive down the M1 in with windows and doors. It's basically a pickup truck with the rear converted into rows of seating.
Yeah.
It's open air. So when you're driving, you're getting the gusts of wind, not necessarily because it's windy, just the air created by the movement of the vehicle. So it does feel a bit nippy at times,
Yeah.
but it's not offensive by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it was nice. We've seen giraffes again this morning. Actually, they've got 3 giraffes on the reserve. Seen all 3, 2 females and 1 male.
Yeah.
We saw. What else did we see? We see the lions again. Still not seen the male lion. But we have seen the 3 lionesses, and they were having a little bit of a play fight, which we'll insert the video
Yeah,
of that.
that was quite fun.
They're cute.
I mean, one of them has a right go at the other ones, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether they like. I think probably most of the animals, in all honesty, don't like humans. But I think part of them like having humans going in there because they see it as a little bit like a dog chasing a hare. They see it as a game to chase the bus. But I think they also, part of me thinks the play fight was a show of force, a show of don't come near our food because this is what we can do. And I mean, they are awesome animals. They really are the king and queen of the jungle. They're phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, they were lovely. So yeah, after
One way of putting it, lovely.
Oh, they're cute.
I don't think they're the sort of cute animal you would like to give a cuddle in bed. If I'm honest,
yeah, I wouldn't be
like
stepping
to be on the wrong
outside.
side of one.
I wouldn't be stepping outside to give them a cuddle or anything like that. But.
Having ourselves a little drinkies on the terrace. Cheers.
I'm watching the elephants.
And watching the elephants. Which you can just see in the background. There they are. We've got a little fella down here playing the drums. Nice atmosphere. Beautiful pool. Beautiful views.
Oh no, he's disappeared, Daddy. I think he's gone somewhere. Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, I don't know where he's gone. Oh, thank you.
Is he hiding behind there?
They're the upgraded rooms because they have a savannah view. Oh wow, there's loads of zebras and stuff down there as well now. Wow. I wonder whether they're going down the watering hole. Because the watering hole is just there.
That's probably is what they're going to do.
Yeah. Wow.
Just to get on with the thing, because,
Cute. Oh, he's enjoying a little lie down. We've disturbed him, I know. So cute. Wow.
Now lines are born with their spots and the older they get, they start fade away from 5 months and they can last up to 6 years. And spots actually helps them because you know when they're hunted, they double time.
So we don't have to turn it.
He will tell us. But I mean, it was very scary that you can scream.
Yeah, don't scream.
That one is a male.
Oh.
Well, they have 2 females and 1 male.
This is now our final hours at the Aquila Game Reserve, unfortunately.
Yeah, very sad to be leaving.
Really sad, really
to
sad.
be leaving. So we've done 2 nights. We could probably have done
Done a
another
third,
night.
yeah, with hindsight.
So yeah, we are sad to be leaving, but we've done everything we came here to do. We've done 3 game drives. We were out on Horseback this morning, which you'll see some clips of that. So how was your horseback experience?
I loved it. I really loved it. I've ridden a horse once before, many years ago, for like a half-hour experience thing. I mean, that didn't put me in any way ahead of the crowd, because I think we're all pretty novice, in fairness. But everyone done really well. I mean, there was us and then an American couple.
Yeah, so there's just 4 of us on the horseback tour. I've never ridden a horse before, always wanted to. So yeah, we were all novices, but the guide showed us how to stop the horse by pulling the reins, and showed us how to turn as well, left and right, by pulling the reins left and right. So yeah, the horses were very well behaved, luckily.
The tutorial was very quick and very brief. I mean, if that horse, if any of those horses wanted to do their own thing, I don't think any of us would have had any power to stop them, in fairness.
No.
But they were really well behaved. I think really the one thing we didn't get taught, and the one thing that I probably would have liked, would have been how to actually start, how to go from a standing position.
Yeah, definitely. But obviously we couldn't go in with the lions for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But we did see giraffes out on our tour.
We did.
And a hippo in the water, which was actually making its way over to us, so because they're very tutorial over the water, but we escaped in time, which is good.
I mean, it didn't really chase. I think in fairness, it was probably just moving across the water. I felt no threat from it, in fairness. And I was the last horse. I was bringing up the rear. But I mean, obviously on horseback, you're limited in terms of what animals you can actually go near. Because most of them animals would tear a horse to pieces if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think that what he was saying was in regards to the elephants and the rhinos, they're quite, they'd be larger, they do sort of spook the horses, and the gazelles, when they're moving quite quickly in the grass, can spook the horses as well. But no, we've seen a giraffe very close, up close and personal, which was nice. The guide got off his horseback and took a photograph of us all as well.
Yeah, which was nice.
With the giraffe in the background, which was lovely. So yeah, we would really recommend doing the horseback.
I would, yeah, definitely. I think for us, as Louisa said, we've already done 3 drives. One of them was completely private as well. So what we're going to see that we hadn't already seen, I think we've pretty much seen every animal in this reserve. So it was nice to do something a little bit different.
Definitely. We're all checked out now. So checkout was 10 o'clock. We've had our breakfast, and now we just got a couple of hours until our transfer back into Cape Town. Accommodation, couldn't complain about the accommodation. Like I say, we went for a standard lodge. Had everything that we needed.
Yeah.
Obviously there was no TVs, but that's the kind of atmosphere that you expect when you come out into the wilderness.
Yeah.
Not to have TVs. There's good Wi-Fi. There was good Wi-Fi throughout. I'll stay obviously not out on the game reserve, but yeah, you're not going to get that on there, are you?
No.
But no, comfortable stay, comfortable.
Yeah, I agree. Our room was standard. It had everything we needed. I mean, I can imagine the upgraded rooms being beautiful. In all honesty, I mean, those ones have the stunning view. That's sort of one level upgrade. But you can also upgrade further than that to sort of a private cottage, like a private little chalet building. And I can imagine those being absolutely beautiful as well. But as I say, if you're thinking about coming here and you're thinking about just staying in a standard room, you know, I can't say anything negative about it. It was more than adequate. It was very comfortable.
Yeah, it was lovely. Food on both nights, and breakfast in the morning, lunch. You know, it wasn't Michelin star, but you know, we both found something that we like. We're both quite picky eaters as well, so there was always something that we could have for food as well.
I must admit, I refute being called a fussy eater.
You are a fussy eater.
But what I would say, I mean, if it's a full board basis, it's not all inclusive. You have to pay for your drinks. Mind, what I would say, the drinks price is very, very reasonable. You know, you're not, unless you want a bottle of Moët or something, you're not going to break the bank. But obviously, it's a full board basis, and it's full board buffet style. And you've got to think, it's a game reserve out in the wilderness in South Africa, and that they're catering for lots of different nationalities. I've seen a lot of Americans, a number of people from other countries on the continent of Africa, a few Brits, a few Germans, a few French. So if you consider, the reserve is catering for all those nationalities, all with very different tastes in food.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And I think they do that quite well.
They did it well, yeah. Obviously they had the traditional sort of beef and beef bacon for breakfast. But it was quite nice. I had some of that this morning. It was quite nice. But for tea last night they had German chicken schnitzel, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is German and breadcrumbs basically.
Chicken and breadcrumbs, not German and breadcrumbs.
Chicken and breadcrumbs, you know what I meant.
We're not cannibals.
We're not frying the Germans.
As much as we'd love to. There's a German. To be fair, there's a German hen party here.
Yeah.
And I found them to be very sort of respectful. They have a couple of little kids with them who, you know, by comparison to a lot of what you see when you're on holiday, are very, very well behaved.
Yeah.
What I would say, and again, not bothered if this comes off snobby in any way, I think most people who are here are quite well-to-do. I'm not going to say posh or rich. Just there's no one screaming and kicking off and anything like that. It's all quite people who are behaving with a degree of etiquette, which I think is quite nice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Anything else?
Not from me, no.
No, not from me either. We'll leave you with this stunning view of the game reserve.
Thought you were meaning me for a second.
No, definitely not you. Beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
There are those huts that you can pay extra
Yeah,
for.
Those are sort of the
So there's
upgrade chalets.
3 of them, I think. I don't know if that one there is one, but there's 3, definitely 3. They've got a veranda. Apparently they've got an outdoor shower, which sounds quite cool.
It'd be lovely with our sunburn, wouldn't it?
Yeah, lounge area. I think they're not modern. I think they're more like in keeping with the landscape in regards to being a little bit rustic inside, but I think they'll be beautiful. And then you've also got the cottages over on this side, just past the rhino. So if there's a few of you, they'll be quite nice for a family, because I think they're quite good size inside.
I think it's probably the same with them ones as well. If there's just you and your significant other, you'd probably be bouncing off the walls. But if you've got a family, you know, that makes more sense for the whole family to get one of them than for used to be getting 4 or 5 rooms in groups of 2 and 2 and 3. So yeah, as I say, I'd recommend anyone to come here, and to be honest, I would certainly not be opposed to staying in the same room again, but I'd potentially be tempted to maybe upgrade to a one with a safari view as well.
Yeah, that's the one with the safari view over there. Not sure you can see with the sunlight,
But the view's obviously the view
the
we're
view
showing
is
you,
literally
which
that.
speaks for itself.
Lovely. Alright, well we'll sign off and we will see you when we get back to Cape Town.
Unfortunately so, yeah.
See you soon. Bye.